In the wild, mysterious depths of Brittany, France, sits an old abandoned shack. Surrounded by ancient oaks and home to all manner of forest dwellers, it is here that we meet to share our stories. So pull up a seat, swing that light, grab your favourite beverage as we share another tantalising tale in the Freakin Shack.
We're back.
Hello.
Again. Hello, welcome to the shack.
Shit, there's a good start.
Why? What did you do?
I just caught my microphone lead and rattled my stand. Yeah.
Oh dear. Right, here we go again. We are hoping that tonight it goes smooth as
a
baby.
The numbers.
As smooth as a baby's bum.
Okay. I was quoting a movie, as I do.
As you do.
Can anyone name that quote? Smooth and by the numbers.
I can't.
No. Well, we'll let people comment. So you've done some research today.
I have done a little. I had some notes already.
Cool.
From last week's one. So I was pretty much ready to go. But I know you've done some extra research.
I have done a little bit more, yeah. Yeah.
Cool. So we're almost just going to slide straight in, I think, on this tonight.
Yeah, I think we should. I got a question though.
Go ahead.
What's your beverage?
I haven't got one.
Oh my goodness.
I forgot it.
How slack are you?
I am doing fasting at the minute, so probably the most I could have had is water that I have been drinking all day. And to be honest, if I drink any more water, I won't sleep tonight.
Oh dear. Well, I have grenadine.
Oh, nice.
Grenadine, just water. Grenadine with water. But yeah, just because I've gotten very used to. I'm working in quite a hot environment, so I normally get home and just down a couple of big glasses of this, and I've kind of gotten used to that, you know.
Oh,
do it.
So this evening, we are talking here in the shack about celestial and cosmic beings, watchers from above. It's like that film, Don't Look Up.
Have you seen that?
Yes.
I tell you what, it's too close to the truth for me. I can't cope.
It is far too close to the truth. Scarily too close to the truth. Welcome back to the Freakin Shack, where gravity is optional.
Oh.
Reality bends and things from above don't always come in peace. Tonight we are lifting off from Earth and heading into deep, mythical space. A place full of celestial beings, watchers in the sky, and cosmic powers that have fascinated and terrified humans for thousands of years. Some of these beings guard us, some judge us, some just watch. Silently, patiently. Stars aren't always stars, and comets aren't always natural. So grab your telescope or maybe your tinfoil hat and start with a trio of radiant protectors. The Zorya. Zorya. That's what I'm starting on anyway. So shall I do this one and then you can...
Yeah. I actually don't have any notes on this one, so go for it.
Okay.
Oh,
well,
sorry,
we're gonna.
Sorry, I really should say that correctly. Go ferret.
Go ferret. Yes. Just so if anyone watches the videos now, they can actually see you saying it now, and know that it is you.
It is. I think actually that's a good point, because a lot of times people can't tell the difference between our voices. Hell, sometimes I can't tell the difference between our voices.
No, I listen sometimes and I'm like, was that me or is that Steph? And even Dad says, is that you or Steph?
Yeah. So yes,
So-
it's not always easy. So if you do struggle to tell us apart, don't worry, you're not alone.
It's either that or we get you to talk in French.
Je parle en français, c'est pas grave.
But maybe then half our audience won't understand. Some will.
Some might, yeah.
We've got Canadians.
Although the Canadian French is slightly different.
It is slightly different,
Yeah.
but I think it's sort of.
I think you get it.
You would get
it.
by.
Yeah.
You'd get by.
Yeah.
Now we're going to have great fun with this because having just flicked down my notes, I realised that I should have done a little bit of homework beforehand and just checked on how to say names.
Oh dear. Okay. We'll just make the best of it. It'll be fine.
I may need some help.
Okay.
I may just have to spell out the name. I may just have to give it a bash just to give everyone a laugh.
I think give it a bash and then I can maybe look it up and we can, see. We can
see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. The Zorya. Zorya. And they are the Slavic star maidens. In Slavic mythology, the sky isn't empty. It's guarded not by angels and not by satellites, but by the Zorya, 3 celestial sisters, daughters of the god of the sun, who keep time and space in balance. Here we go. This is going to be great fun. There is Zorya. It is spelt UTRENN, Utrenyaya. I think that is what it is. UTRENNYAYA.
Yeah. I would. Yeah.
Utrenyaya. And she is the morning star. She opens the gates of the sky so her father's sun chariot can rise. How about that?
What is this linked to in terms of, is this like, because Ra is the sun god in certain places, so I don't know if that would be
Egyptian mythology, wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, anyway, sorry, carry on.
No, that's fine. So she helps the sun rise. And then there is Zorya Vechernaya. And that is spelled VECHERNYAYA. Vechernaya. Vechernaya. Yeah.
And we're obviously very British, so
please, if somebody knows how to say these, send it in.
It could be Veka even.
It could be. It could be Vekern. Yeah.
Don't know.
Yeah. And she is the evening star. She closes the gates when night falls. And then there is the third sister, sometimes forgotten. Here we go again. Zorya Polanchuk. No, Polun, Polun, OCH, Polanok Naya. It's POLUNOCHNAYA. There we go. But
I love the fact that we choose these fabulous things to talk about and then have no idea how to say any of their names.
No. It makes for people giggling, surely.
It makes me giggle. So.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but we can forgive you. You have dyslexia. You're allowed to make mistakes. I haven't got that excuse.
That's okay. You can borrow mine. It's fine. It's not a problem.
I'm just a Cockney kid and I can't say anything other than, hello, darling.
I'm all right. You all right?
I'm all right. Do you like my lights? Okay. And she is the midnight star. Silent, shadowed, and possibly the most powerful of them all. But these aren't just poetic timekeepers, they are guardians. Because somewhere near the North Star is a chained cosmic hound, a monstrous dog. If it ever breaks free, it will devour the universe.
Wow.
Whoa. And the only thing keeping it restrained is the Zoya.
Or hopefully a very firm leave it command.
Yeah. Stay. Right where you are. Do you want a treat?
Yeah. Oh, would you like a biscuit?
Every single night they watch over the chain, making sure that the beast stays put and that we all stay alive. No pressure, right?
Yeah, thanks for that. I appreciate you keeping an eye on that.
Yeah. Just every single night. Forever.
Yeah.
They represent cosmic balance. It does make me wonder if they just get in touch with a really good dog trainer.
Yeah. Yeah, perhaps I just need to pay them a visit and give them a hand. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. If anyone's got any problems with their dogs, if they want to write in, we'll probably get hundreds of people now.
Yeah. Should probably mention, yes, canine psychologist here. Yes. With quite a long time of experience. I qualified in 2008. So yeah, quite a while.
You were doing that right up until last year, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, then they could let it off lead.
Yeah.
Let it have a run around.
Recall. That's what you need.
Yeah. Wear it out for a little bit. Give it a bit of exercise. Run it around.
He's obviously just cooped up. Fixated.
Yeah.
Fixated on devouring.
The universe.
And needing to refocus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just needs to focus on chasing a comet or something and bringing it back.
Yeah.
Might help.
A cosmic boomerang. That's what he needs.
A cosmic boomerang. I like it. What a great idea. They represent cosmic balance, time, protection, but also a constant threat. Because if they ever fail, the stars fall, the sky unravels, and reality ends.
Just not a big thing then.
Just little things, You just make a little mistake and let the dog off the lead occasionally.
Yeah.
See him going.
End of the world as we know it.
Yeah. The dog's escaped. Shit. So the next time.
Then you just need the world's biggest squeaky toy to get it back.
Yeah.
Someone just grab and squeeze the moon or something.
Yeah.
See, I do have one of these. I don't know if you'll hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just need a big one of them.
Yeah, a very loud one.
Yeah.
A squeaky moon.
That was the biggest thing I could think of that you might be able to squeeze.
Yeah. Saturn.
Yeah.
Squeaky Saturn.
Or Pluto, technically, being a dog.
Oh, yeah, of course. He could just go and play with Pluto, couldn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, it's his best mate, actually.
Brilliant.
Oh, dear. I digress.
Every single night they watch over the chain, making sure the beast stays put and that we all stay alive. They represent cosmic, but I've read this, haven't I? Read this. Carry on. So the next time, I need like a guide, like a little tag, so I can just follow my writing. So the next.
Master of the obvious.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll follow it with my thumb.
Yeah.
So the next time you see a bright star twinkling overhead, maybe whisper, thank you, because someone out there is holding on to the leash. There you go. Cool.
Oh dear, love it.
So I've got number 2, which is something called, you're going to love this, it's called the nut, but it is pronounced...
I did see a thing on this, and it is nut.
I was just about to say.
I think you were about to say that, yeah.
But it is pronounced newt, like a double O in the middle. And it is the mother of the sky and the guardian of the day. So let's head from the cold stars of Slavic myth to the golden sands of ancient Egypt, where the sky isn't just a ceiling, it's a goddess. Her name is N-U-T, pronounced Newt. Newt. Not Newt.
Not Newt.
Not Newt Scamander.
No.
No, Newt. Newt, as in N-O-O-T. And she's not just watching from above. She is the above.
I'm sorry.
Oh dear.
I've been cat attacked. She's done now. Sorry.
She's just come in, caused chaos,
Yeah.
and gone off again.
She just went over, like, rubbed on my laptop, moved everything around. I was like, oh my God.
It's just as well she didn't sit on your computer.
No, well, that's on a stand, so she can't actually sit on
Oh,
that.
right. Oh, that's something anyway.
Sorry, go on.
Okay. Yes, she's not just watching from above, she is the above. In Egyptian mythology, Nut stretches over the world like a living arch, her body painted with stars, her limbs touching the corners of the earth. She is often shown bent in a giant arc, toes on one horizon and fingers on the other, while her brother, Geb, G-E-B, the god of the earth, lies beneath her.
Can I just say that Geb was not her brother in the strictest sense.
Well, I was thinking it sounds a bit too much in the family to me.
Exactly. Definitely her counterpart, but not brother as such.
Yeah. I've got brother here, but no, you could very well be right. And between them, life unfolds. But Nut's most amazing act every single night is that they swallow the sun. That's right. So when Ra, the sun god, there we go, there he is, finishes his daily sky journey. Do you know what? I looked at that then and it looked like it said his daily skinny journey. I thought he was going skinny dipping. Ra, the sun god, going skinny dipping. Ra, the sun god, finishes his daily sky journey. Nut consumes him. He travels through her body in darkness, passing through the underworld and the land of the dead, only to be reborn from her womb each morning at sunrise.
I was just about to say that. I was just about to say when you said that she devours him, or devours the sun, and I was going to say that because that was part of the research I did as well. Ra is also supposed to be her grandfather.
Oh, right.
So is it Thoth is the father? So Ra has a granddaughter that's Nut and a son that is Thoth or Thoth. But that's relevant for the story of Nut and Geb.
Ah, right, okay.
Which I do have a little bit more information about if you don't, but carry on. Yeah,
no, I'm not sure I have. But let's see where this takes us, and then you can enrich us further. Only to be reborn from her womb each morning at sunrise. It's not just poetic, it is cosmic rhythm. Life, death, rebirth, every single day. Try not to make too much noise in my paper. Nut isn't just beautiful, she's essential. Without her, there is no daybreak, no time, no cycle. She is the sky as mother, as protector, an endless mystery. In many tombs, Nut is painted on the inside of the coffin lids. Her star-strewn body curved over the dead, guiding them and holding them, promising that just like the sun, they too will rise again. So the next time you watch the sun set, imagine it slipping into the mouth of a goddess on its way to be reborn. Wow.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's all I've got. So if you've got anything else that you want to come with.
I do. I do. Because there was a curse. Ra cursed Nut and Geb. Nut and Geb wanted to get together, but he cursed them because now Nut is supposed to be the mother of gods. She's the mother of gods and the mother of heavenly bodies. Geb is the god of earth and one of the god kings. Okay. Now, I also have a thing here that says that laughter is our thunder and her tears are our rain. And that, yeah, she helps to carry the sun across the sky. So there's a whole big thing there. Anyway, Nut and Geb wanted to get together, right? But Ra didn't want them to have a child, right? A god child. So he basically cursed them to not be able to birth a child on any of the 360 days. Now, as we know, we now have more of those days. And this was because of Thoth or Thot or Toth.
Yeah.
And it's Thoth. So, anyway, so they were cursed to not be able to conceive a child on any of the 360 days that were in the calendar at the time. And it was Thoth who thought the curse was unfair and didn't like the fact that they couldn't be together when they wanted to be, right? So he ended up going to another god because the sun controls time. Nut controls some of that time. And the only other person that was going to be able to help him was the god of the moon, who carries the moon. And he carries the moon on his head. So he's got like an arc and a big moon over his head in all of the imagery. It's very, very cool. Anyway, he ends up playing a game. And if he wins, he gets the help from him. And if he loses, he doesn't. Or something else happens. I can't remember that bit of the story. But he ends up playing a game that was similar to like backgammon. In order to play for their right to get together. Right. And essentially what they decide to do is he wins. And he decides that he will help him. And so adds another 5 days to the calendar so that there is a window for them to conceive children. And she then has like 3 children or something. I think it was 3. But yeah, just through the loophole in technically she didn't conceive them or she didn't birth them on any of the 360 days.
Right.
But actually on the other ones. So, no. Basically.
No. Got round that one.
Yeah. I think that was pretty much all I had, but I did have that Geb was the god of earth, one of the god kings, and he had power over earthquakes, farming, fertility, and healing. That was the only other bit I got.
Lovely. Well, thank you very much.
That's right.
That's cool. Okay. The next one that I'm going to talk about fascinated me when I read this. It is about something called the Dogon and the Nomos. And it relates to star teachers or something else with a question mark, it says. It says, now we're heading to Mali in West Africa, to the high cliffs where the Dogon people live, and where one of the strangest cosmic stories has been told for centuries. The Dogon believe in beings from the stars, not gods, not angels, but something else. They call them the Nomos, Nommos, Nomos. Part fish, part human, and entirely alien in every sense of the word. According to Dogon's oral tradition, the Nomos came from the star Sirius B. We like a bit of Sirius stars.
I like a bit of Sirius, yeah.
But this one is a tiny, dense star that you can't even see without a telescope. And yet somehow the Dogon knew that it existed. They described it as a small, incredibly heavy, and it orbited the larger Sirius star every 50 years. Western astronomers didn't confirm any of that until the 20th century.
Yeah, so they actually found out that all of this was actually real.
Yeah. So how did the Dogon know? So they asked the people about how the stories had been passed down through centuries of time and how on earth they knew without the scientific instruments to be able to actually physically see it. And it is not, you cannot see it without a telescope.
Yeah, it's not visible to the naked eye.
No.
No.
And do you know what the Dogon said? They said, the Nomos told us. These beings were amphibious, descended in a spinning ship. They were water-based, absolutely brilliant, but possibly even terrifying.
I'm having like Fifth Element flashes. do you know what I mean?
Yeah. The Nomos were bringers of knowledge, apparently, and they taught the Dogon about farming, metalwork, and the structure of the universe and the stars. Dogon cosmology includes detailed knowledge of Saturn's rings, the moons of Jupiter, the spiral structure of the Milky Way, all passed down long before telescopes brought those things into modern view. Wow. You're just like, I'm sorry.
This is the thing, because even if you go, oh no, they're all just nuts. But how did they know? Like we've now shown that that's the case, that's real. So yeah. Even if you don't believe that these aliens, if you like, descended and told them all this stuff, then how did they know? It's very bizarre. That's very strange. I love it.
Skeptics say that this information might have been passed along through European contact. I'm sorry?
But it's only recently been confirmed, like properly confirmed, hasn't it?
Yeah, but
they were talking about it before the Western world found
it. It's just typical of the fact that a group of people in, was it West Africa? Yeah, West Africa, in Mali, in West Africa. Oh, I'm so sorry. You couldn't possibly have all these details. It must have been someone from the Western Europeans.
Yeah, they must have told you. Yeah.
Well, do you know what? Could be rude then. It's a bit. It's a bit
off, isn't it? It's a bit off.
It's more than a bit off. Makes me cross.
Yeah. How dare somebody else have more information than you?
Yeah. Oh, and how dare you say that they couldn't possibly have the knowledge? Why not? Perhaps they didn't want to speak to the Europeans. How about that?
Yeah.
Perhaps they knew who to speak to, because the story would be written down properly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the Dogon are very clear. I don't blame them either. The Nomos came. They brought the stars with them, and they will return again.
See, Fifth Element.
Yeah. Some even describe the Nomos as watchers, beings who monitor humanity and intervene when we're on the edge of disaster. They need to come now.
I was going to say now would be a good time, guys.
Right now, guys.
The world's in trouble. Yeah. Can I just start waving the little red flags now?
Yeah. Yeah. Can we bring you in with lights or something? Come now. Put a big sign up. Can we write in the desert?
Now's a great time.
Yeah, just mark a big X and say X marks the spot. Quick, get down here now. So are they gods, it says here, ancient astronauts, or cosmic caretakers? Or maybe just fishy friends with freaking good timing?
Love it.
They need to have good timing. There you go. I just found that totally fascinating. And I would love to look more into that and see if there's more descriptions of these Nomos.
Yeah. And maybe a deep dive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on to I think it's my final little piece before the story. And let me just, I've got to play with the light now, see if I can get the light on. There is a light here somewhere. Oh, there you go, look. There it is, my little swingy light. But I won't swing it yet.
It's fine.
But it looks a bit like a UFO now, doesn't it?
It kind of does, yeah. It's a little bit,
I could sort of spin it like that. If it falls on my head, we've got a problem.
Yeah.
But I am going to talk about the black-eyed kids or the black-eyed children, because they're not goats.
I thought for a second you were trying to say ghosts then.
No, not ghosts.
Not ghosts. Not goats. I'm not sure that's what you meant. And those kids. Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Some people would say don't call children kids because that's referring to them as goats. Actually, little goats that jump around are really
accurate, actually.
Are really quite pretty.
They are.
And they're quite mischievous and sweet.
I've been making goat's cheese lately because our neighbour has
she has goats.
She's got goats, and she's got a goat that lost its kids. And so she's got milk. And so she's been milking her, and we've been making goat's cheese.
It's lovely for you.
I tell you what, I've never liked goat's cheese ever in my life. Fresh goat's cheese is not strong at all. At all.
But does it still smell like old man's slippers?
No, it's so mild and just creamy. It's lovely.
I have yet to be persuaded.
So was I at the beginning. I was a bit about goat's milk, and I tried it, and I was like, I don't know. It still tastes like goat to me. And then we made cheese, and I was like, okay, well, you know what? I'll try it. I'll give it a go. And I was like, actually. And then we made a garlic and herb one. So now it's just garlic and herb cheese. It's like awesome.
No.
Yeah. Same consistency and everything.
You might just.
Just a little bit.
No, I'll only have to smell it, to be perfectly honest.
That's fine. It smells like garlic and herbs.
Yeah, okay. I will await to have my mind and my taste buds changed.
I'll bring some over next week and we'll do it online. All right.
Okay.
We'll have a live try.
Yeah, that would be cool. We could actually go live for a little while. That would be really cool.
Could do a live episode, couldn't we?
Yeah. I don't know about a whole episode, but we could go live just for a minute. Or two.
We could totally do an episode. I mean, this is pretty. This might as well be live anyway.
We might as well, actually.
Anyway, quick, because I've got dinner at a certain time tonight. So
we're talking about black-eyed children, and it says here, "Don't let them in. Do not let them in." So we're going to wrap up. Well, sort of, not quite wrap up, but this is the last segment that we're talking about. Wrap up the Cosmic Creep Fest. That might be what we have to call this episode. The Cosmic Creep Fest. With something a little more modern, which is a bit scary, actually, but nonetheless upsetting. You've probably heard of Men in Black, but have you heard of the Black-Eyed Kids? They started showing up in stories in the late 1990s. A man named Brian Bethel claimed that 2 children, pale, quiet, and weirdly polite, knocked on his car window one night and asked for a ride. They spoke strangely and gave off a vibe like a thunderstorm was about to hit. I was sort of trying to imagine what that felt like, and it was almost like when you feel like electricity in the air, when it's like, I don't know what it is. It's when you can feel it, can't you, sometimes in the air, when you know a storm is brewing. And when he looked at them properly, their eyes were solid black. No whites of their eye, no pupil, just an empty void, is how he described it. Since then, reports have popped up around the world, always the same pattern. They knock on doors late at night, always in pairs. Always children around 8 to 13 years old. I mean, we used to do that as kids. Knock on people's doors
These
and then
stories had to come from somewhere.
and then run away very fast.
I also have a little bit of a different thing here, because you'd said stories that appeared from the 1990s, and I have 1980s.
Ah, right,
so,
okay.
Same person, Brian, whatever his name was.
Bethel.
Yeah, same guy, but I've got 1980s. So
okay. No, I'm not going to argue.
Still recent.
Reasonably recent, yes.
I'm going to say recent. Just my own peace of mind.
So I've got here that they ask to be let in, and they ask that they need to use their the person's phone because it's cold out. Our parents will be here soon. They're usually very polite, but a bit off. A bit weird. Something not quite right, including the eyes.
Well, yeah, I mean, that would be the obvious one, wouldn't
it? It's like they learned manners by reading them and not living them.
Interesting.
People say letting them in brings sickness, nightmares, bad luck, or something worse. So what are the theories? Have you got any other things about them? Because I've got like a list of like theories.
No, go with your theories.
Okie dokie. Turn the page. Are they alien human hybrids sent to test how we react to unfamiliar life? Are they demonic entities in disguise? Are they interdimensional travellers with unfinished business?
crikey.
Wow. Are they psychic parasites feeding on fear? What's strange is how similar the reports are from different countries, different people who have ever seen or heard of the stories before. So if you listen to the different stories from around the world, they're all very, very similar. And in the 1980s, we did not have the pleasure of, if you could like to call it a pleasure,
the internet, yes,
of internet and mobile phones and things like that. We were all reliant on the news at 10 or the news at 6 o'clock.
And the postal service.
And the postal service and the newspapers.
Yeah.
So it says that because everything is very similar, it's not proof, but it is weird. And maybe, just maybe, they're a new kind of celestial being, which is why it's been included in this particular episode. Not necessarily from the stars, but from the in-between.
Oh, I like that.
Slipping into our world like static through a radio.
Ooh, like white noise.
Yeah. One thing everyone agrees on. Don't know how I'm going to do this. Oh, hang on. Don't panic. Can you see me?
Yeah. You've got a camera in front of your face.
I have. But I have a slight issue in that.
She's just disappeared into a hole. Guys.
I have. Were the children? Oh goodness! I'm so nearly. Here we go. This is like the other.
Don't spill your tea.
No, I haven't got any tea. Thank God. No tea. But I'm panicking now because the wire is going round under my computer, but
I have no idea what this is, people.
I just got a message.
It's making some fantastic noises, I have to say.
That should be plugged into my computer, and it now says my battery is running low. I'm like, why? Why is it running low?
I thought you were just about to bring out something to do with these children. And I was like, what the hell has she got? Like some kind of amulet or something that she's going to...
I could see right across my screen. I couldn't see me or you. All I could see was this great big notice saying, your battery is running low. And I'm like, but it's plugged in. Yeah, it was just plugged in the plug, in the socket.
Didn't plug it into the...
I didn't plug it into the laptop.
You got to plug in both ends.
I'm bright now. My picture on my computer's gone bing.
Yeah.
It was getting...
It's no different. It's no different for us. It's fine.
Oh, that's good. That's good. It was just a bit of a panic there in the middle now. That'll make a great clip. That'll make a great clip if we want a clip for social media. Okay, what am I saying now? Right.
So you've just done black-eyed children and
right.
That.
What I was going to do was say one thing that everyone agrees on. If they knock, don't open the door.
Okay, then. I have a thing about black eyes.
Okay.
And not the ones
you've
had a punch.
No. Or walked into a door, or
There are such things called black or evil eyes.
Okay.
But they're used for protection.
Wow.
Okay. I actually have one.
What, a black eye?
Yeah. But
it doesn't look like it. You got makeup on or something.
I don't have one on my face. But I have what they call an evil eye. Right? And it hangs in my garden.
Yeah.
Hangs in my garden. And they're used for protection against negative thoughts, curses, evil spirits. And they absorb negativity and turn it to positive.
Mm.
They represent power and wisdom. So there is a black eyes or evil eyes amulet. Essentially, it's like an amulet that people then use to actually spin everything to a positive.
Wow.
So yeah, it was when you said the black-eyed children, I thought it was going to go in that direction, and it didn't.
No, it didn't.
So there you go. I thought it was something to do with that, but no.
If you travel around Brittany, and I don't know if it's the same sort of eye, but when I was doing my cold water swimming with the little group that I go with, on a lot of the beaches, on the promenades and things, there is often an eye drawn onto like concrete, or if there's a pillar that goes out, or
that's more of a kind of
yes, it is
that kind of shape. The evil eye is.
It's no good saying that kind
eye shape. It's more of an oval, not an oval. It's, you know what I mean,
like an almond shape.
Yes, but pinched at the edges.
Pinched at the edge. Yes.
So the evil eye is more round.
Okay.
And it is. I'm just going to find you an image. Okay, it's more round. It is usually blue. But they can get yellow, green, things like that.
But not black.
Well, they have a black center. I'm just going to show you this picture, if you can see that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So it's kind of like an amulet type thing. But they're usually glass or something like that. So, yeah. Anyway.
For anyone listening and not watching, it is just like a circular, almost a circular eye. Like you said, made of glass. What I will do is I'll try, if Steph can take a photograph of that, I can put it onto our social media.
Yeah, we can put an image on.
We're on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok.
YouTube.
Oh, Blue Sky. Good old Blue Sky.
No one talks to us on Blue Sky. It's fine.
No one talks to us on Blue Sky. No, we're outcasts or something, I think. I don't know. You can come and find us. At least if you talk to us on Blue Sky, I'll go, oh!
That'll be scary.
It will.
That'll be scary if someone actually talks to us.
I'll be excited. Very excited.
Well, I had an extra little thing, but I think we should probably keep it for next week.
All right. Okay. Ooh. That's got us on tender hooks.
Yeah. But basically there are new myths and legends arriving all the time. And this is one of those. So it's relatively new.
So modern day folklore and stuff. Yeah.
Folklore. Yeah. It's got absolutely no real history to it at all. It's quite recent. But it's already got quite a lot of drama behind it, and it already has a bit of a fan base. So,
oh wow! So a bit of like urban legend and stuff.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, that sounds really good.
So we can start with that next week.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic. Well, I've got a story to finish us off with that is quite weird. But so, what are celestial beings really? Are they gods? Are they spirits? Are they aliens? Maybe they're all the same thing, just wearing different names, riding different beams of light, or wearing different masks, which we talked about the other day, didn't we? Last week. Maybe we've always looked up and they've always looked back.
Ooh.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, I think story time, and then we're pretty much on time to stop. I've just got to find my place. I do have this plugged
There's one thing
in.
you have to do first, and that is swing
that light.
Here
we go. Before time had a name, before the stars were shackled to the heavens, there existed the luminaries, beings of light and shadow, cosmic architects of existence itself. They were neither They were neither gods nor mortals, but something beyond imagination. Yet even celestial beings have fate, and their destiny was written in the stars that they forged. In the ever sky, where the universe was still young, two rulers emerged. Solace, the dawn forger, whose essence was fire and brilliance, birthing suns from the palms of his hands, and Noctis, the veil keeper, whisperer of voids and shadows, crafting the cool embrace of night. Together they balanced existence, crafting worlds where light and darkness danced as one. But then came the eclipse prophecy, a warning etched in the cosmic weave. When shadow and light merge, the heavens will weep, and one ruler must fall. The prophecy sowed fear into Noctis's heart. Though he had once danced in harmony with Solace, he now saw the dawn as a threat. Night and darkness were his realm, yet the light always sought to pierce through. He reached into the depths of Evernight, summoning the Oblivion Choir, celestial beings who thrived in the abyss beyond creation. They whispered of rebellion, of eternal dusk, of a world without Solace's burning gaze. Noctis struck first, his shadows devouring worlds, extinguishing stars before their first light could shine. A celestial war erupted, galaxies torn asunder as the luminaries chose sides. In the heart of Eversky, the twin monarchs met for the final battle. Solace wielded the Sunblade, forged from the core of a dying star, while Noctis commanded the Veil, an endless tide of cosmic darkness. For days the heavens raged with war, until the moment came. The great eclipse. Shadow and light met, merging into an unstable singularity. The prophecy fulfilled. The universe shook. Time stilled. And in a final act of balance, Solace and Noctis fell together, bound in eternal celestial slumber. The luminaries mourned, and in their grief they shaped new stars and constellations, placing their fallen rulers among the heavens. Ever since, their battle has remained frozen in time. The eclipse is a reminder of cosmic tragedy painted upon the celestial dome for all eternity. Da da da.
Very cool. I like it.
I like it. Ooh, I've just dropped my phone.
That's all right. It sounded like you dropped it into a bucket at the bottom of a well.
I have no well here in the shack.
Well, well, well.
Well, well, well.
Oh, dear. Right, well, I have a curry waiting for me.
Okay. Thanks for floating through the stars with us and at the Freakin Shack. Be sure to subscribe or follow. It's free.
It is free. It's totally
It is
free, everyone.
Always free.
We get
Everything is
nothing.
free. Yeah. We have no Patreon or nothing. Just everything is free. It's weird. It's definitely weird.
It's definitely weird. Yeah, that's right.
And we like to try and keep the signal strong, especially when we plug in to the power.
Plug it into the mains. Weird and wired.
So next time we're coming back down to earth, into the shadows of the city, into whispers, games and figures that appear when you say their name 3 times.
Ooh.
Urban legends. Are you in?
I'm in.
I'm in. Definitely in. But I'm out now.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, with that being said then, keep your minds open and your lamps lit. And we will see you again next time at
The Freakin Shack.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Contact us at fshack03@gmail.com or find us on social media by searching #The Freakin Shack. That's freaking without a G. We're looking forward to hearing from you really soon.